Welcome back. We went over a lot of steps of digestion, and hopefully you're starting to get the principles of how your digestion works so that you can maximize your absorption. But there's one more thing you need to understand, and it's Candida and fungus. It's infectious organisms. Your bowels are like a stadium. There's so many seats. Literally it holds, in your case, 100 to 400 billion seats. Every seat has to be filled in your digestive system. If it's not filled with a good bacteria, something that's helping you and creating more immunity, it's going to be filled with a bad. If you ate too much sugar for too long, too many carbonated beverages, and you took too many rounds of antibiotics, you probably knocked down the good bacteria, and the opposing sports team decided to come in and sit in that seat and make you feel lousy. And so this opposing bacteria, it lives in a lot of mucus layers, and it lives in the colon, and so we need to get rid of it. We need to clear it out so that the good bacteria can fill the seats. And so if you have symptoms of bad bacteria, there's symptoms like exhaustion, especially super cravings for sweets, bad breath, or a white coating on your tongue, brain fog, or like severe hormonal mood imbalances, joint pain, loss of libido, chronic sinus and allergy issues, chronic digestive issues, weak immune systems, and often like repeated infections, UTI infections, sinus infections, lung infections. You just are loaded with too much bacteria. And so there's this really simple free test I want you to do. It's called the Candida spit test. And here's how you do it. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, have a glass of water sitting right next to your bed. And I want you to spit in the glass of the water as soon as you wake up, before you've had even a sip of water, and watch it. If your saliva does not have too much candida or fungus or bad bacteria in it, what's going to happen is it's just going to sit on top of the water. But if there is fungus, candida, bad bacteria, you're going to see strings going down. It'll be cloudy. It shouldn't sink at all. So strings, cloudy, or all the way to the bottom means that your body has too much of the wrong sports team taking up your seats. And if that's the case, we got to get them out. And so it's called the weed and feed. So in addition to all the things you already learned, supporting the stomach, the liver, the small intestine, the large intestine, if you have leaky gut, sealing that gut, the last step is removing the bad bacteria. And the only way to do this is to use an antibacterial agent. The strongest antibacterial agent on earth is oregano, emulsified oregano, and it kills broad spectrum bad bacteria without destroying completely the good bacteria like antibiotics do. And so if you're having these symptoms of candida, you're getting all the symptoms, and your spit sinks, I want you to take 4 tablets of emulsified oregano every morning when you wake up. And I want you to do this for a month starting out. A lot of times people will get symptoms of feeling bad as they kill off this bacteria. This is known as a Hirschheimer's reaction. So you get like flu-like symptoms and achy and low energy as you're killing off this bad bacteria. After a month, you can start to cycle it. You can just do it on the weekends. So you're going to be doing your probiotics all the time, but just on the weekends, you do emulsified oregano right in the morning. And then you're constantly getting weed and feed. I like emulsified oregano the most, but after you've done a couple of them, if you want to switch it out, the ones you do on the weekend, for things like garlic or other antibacterial agents like wormwood or oregano droplets or Pau d'Arco, black walnut, there's lots of them out there, and you can cycle through these and progressively kill off maybe other bad bacteria or mold, fungus that are still in your body. But you'll find that with the diet, phase 1, with the digestion upregulation, and then especially if you have this chronic deep infection in your body, through this weeding and feeding with the emulsified oregano, you're going to see like dramatic improvements in your life.